Hello, sorry about the interruption. Had to start a new video. So here we are. So I want to click on the field, drag it down, holding the button down and selecting all of that and letting go. And then I want to right click and I want to group it all. So now that means I can move it around like this and none of the things are going to fall apart. So now we need a picture of a beer. So we're going to go over to Creative Fabrica and I've already downloaded two of those files, but I want to download a different one so I can show you. Um, We're just looking for, it has to be an SVG file. Just means that it'll do a cutout around the design. I'll show you what I just did anyway, because I'll want to use one of those files. So I've clicked on it and I've come in here and I've looked at the pictures in here and I've decided, oh yeah, I like this little picture here. So download it. When it's finished downloading, you go save as, and then you save it in the destination that you want. Now I've saved it down in my documents, silhouette files, Christmas, and I've got the beer SVG bundle and the bundle beer. There's two different types of downloads I did there, and that actually downloaded a zipped file. So you have to right click on that file and extract it back to this folder, and this is what you'll get. So then you'll open this up, looking at the files, make this a bit bigger. I'm kind of not liking any of them in here. So I'm going to go back to Christmas and have a look in this other one. Looking under SVG files, that's better. And I might just do this one. It says beer 01. So now we're going back down to studio and I always open up a new tab and then don't worry about any of the sizing or anything. And then I want to go to file. I want to go to merge. I want to make sure I'm in that silhouette files, Christmas. Here's that beer folder. I want to go into SVGs and it was beer 01. So click on that, click OK, and here's the design. So as you can see, you can move it around freely. It's all one grouped. So now I'm just going to cut it and come back over to this folder and paste. So we're going to get a little bit closer to the board again now. And obviously that's too big, so we've got to resize it. So I'm going to grab into the corner. So remember, if you drag on like this, it's going to change the dimensions of the thing. So I'm just going to go back twice. And you got to grab it on the corner here, make it smaller. We can turn it with this little green button. Let's drag it over here now. That's still a bit big. So grab that corner again, drag it in. Oops, move to the board instead of the beer picture. And I'm just going to I need to ungroup that board. So I'm going to click on the board now, right click, ungroup. And I just want to click on this beer because I want to turn that a bit more. like that, and move it over a little so that it looks like that. Okay, so I'm happy with that. And that was all you wanted changed. So now I'm just going to regroup that. So click, drag. No, that's wrong, Marie. Click, drag, select all, right click, group. And now that's there. Let's zoom out a bit more. And I'm going to store this one over here with these. So now I'm going to duplicate it. So now what we've got to do now is we got to start preparing to cut the vinyl. So we've got to click on that and ungroup it all. So what we've got to do is we've got to get all the black writing, and we're going to put it in one spot like this. Everything that's black. Not the board. This is a good way to start a project. If you haven't, especially for a beginner, you know that, oh, I'm going to need these colors. I'm going to need black. I'm going to need yellow. This is let's just move that over here for a minute because it's annoying me. This is brown. These yellow ones, they're actually gold. I want them to be gold. Oops, that's red. These are all green. I think those ones were glitter green. There's orange, more yellow. Need to, 1 second. You can see this one's still all attached. I need to right click on that. It's still grouped. It's grouped because it's got 3 different patterns connected to it. So I need to ungroup that. And now when it's ungrouped, I can take the red, I can take the white, and I can take the black. So you need black, vinyl, yellow, brown, green, orange, red, and white. So you could go ahead and order those from Love Your Vinyl, Princess and Puddin. I think there's one at Launton called Vinyl World. Just shop around. It's all adhesive vinyl. That's what it's called. It's not HTV or anything like that. It's adhesive. The vinyl is car grade, so it's designed for making car stickers. So it will last out in the sun for a while. You can buy different strengths of glues, but I usually just pick the adhesive vinyls. And you can buy them in an A4 sheet, or you can buy them in a meter roll. And when you buy them in the meter roll, they come in like a roll of contact that you put on books. So it's about that long and a meter wide. I usually buy it in the meters with my black and white because they're a very common color. And yeah, little bits. So what we got to do now, just leave that here, is start setting up our board. So we're going to pick one of these colors. I just want to bring them and move them back over so it's a little bit easier to grab when we're on our board. You can get out of the way. Okay, so earlier on the first video, I think I showed you the mat that the vinyl sticks onto. So this is your mat here in your design space. I just want to zoom in a bit closer. So what we'll do is we'll start with the yellow. Actually, before we start that, I need to check. I've got a new computer and all my settings have been off. I've lost some of my fonts, and I just want to check that these mats are the right sizes. So to do that, go to here. That's my portrait too. Yep, that looks good. All right. So next, we're going to focus on one color, and this is our gold. So what we're going to do, can you see the red line here? This is the out. You don't, nothing can go over that. Otherwise, it's just going to cut it in half. Because this is the on the board where you stick the vinyl. You line it up so it's like that. And over here, there's no vinyl. So you need to get it inside the red lines. So we're just going to line them all up. They're all the right size. So don't change any sizing now. So you want to use as little vinyl as possible. So try and keep them nice and tight. So that's all my gold lined up. So what I would do next is I would I would measure it. So you can see here that the piece of vinyl that I'm definitely going to need to use is 80, at least 88 high and at least 170 wide. So I'd find a piece of vinyl. I use a lot of scraps pieces all the time. As long as it fits those dimensions, you're fine. So now what I would do is I would make sure I've got the right size vinyl and I would stick it on my board. I will show you that in the next video. And then I will go over to send. And over here, you can see everything that's red is going to cut. Okay. So we got to choose what we're cutting. So drop down and we're going to find vinyl. Oops. That's not what I wanted. And this one is, I'm just going to go with a glossy vinyl. And then once I've got that, I'll show you the next step that I have to do another step in between here. I've got to load the actual plastic sheeting into the silhouette, and then I would press send. And it makes quite a bit of noise, so don't think it's going to break or anything. It's just noisy. So I'm going to end this video here, and the next video it will show you loading vinyl up, putting it in the machine, and I'll stop there. Wait.